Hello. Today we're going to talk about solving equations with no, one, or infinite solutions. So the equations that we've been solving up until this point have all had one solution. Just a few reminders when solving equations. You can use the distributive property to remove grouping symbols. You can combine like terms on each side of the equal sign to simplify. And you want to get the variables on one side of the equal sign and the numbers on the other. These three rules can be done to simplify and solve any equation. So let's copy down the first equation. 2 times 5x minus 1 equals 3 times x plus 11. Now, first thing we want to do is see if we can simplify the left and the right side by itself. So just looking at the left side, we want to see, is there something we can do to simplify? Well, we can use the distributive property to eliminate the parentheses. So 2 times 5x will give you 10x, and 2 times negative 1 gives you negative 2. Remember, this is 5x minus 1 2 times. Now we can look at the right side. Can we simplify that? Well, we can use the distributive property to simplify by taking 3 times x is 3x, plus 3 times 11 is 33. From there, we can simplify by getting the variables all on one side. So we have 10x on the left, 3x on the right. We want to get the x's together, so we're going to subtract 3x from both sides. That gives us 7x minus 2, that drops down. 3x minus 3x cancels, and you get 33. Now it's a two-step equation. Eliminate the minus 2 by adding 2 to both sides. You get 7x, those cancel, equals 35. Therefore, x equals 5. Since x can only be 5, we say it has one solution. Let's look at the next example. We have 10x plus 12 equals 2 times the quantity 5x plus 6. Again, looking at the left side, we ask ourselves if we can simplify. And we can't, so we look at the right side. And we can use the distributive property to simplify. I always start left to right and work my way over. So 10x plus 12, I don't do anything to that. I leave that alone. And then I use the distributive property to multiply. So I have 2 times 5x is 10x, and 2 times 6 is 12. Now you may have noticed something, but if you haven't, you would continue to solve. So we would get the variables on one side. So we have 10x on the left and 10x on the right, so it doesn't matter which one we move. So I'm going to subtract 10x to eliminate that one. Working left to right, 10x minus 10x cancels. My 12 drops down. 10x minus 10x cancels, and my 12 drops down. At this point, I have 12 equals 12, which tells us that it doesn't matter what x equals, the equation is going to work out and be balanced. Therefore, the answer is x equals infinite solutions. And what that means is you can plug any number in for x, and it's going to come out as a true statement at the very end. Let's look at the next example. We have 9x minus 4 equals negative 3x plus 5 plus 12. Oops, that should be an x. I don't know, got a little excited there. So let's look at the left side. We have 9x minus 4. We cannot simplify that. So we look at the right side. And I am actually going to just quickly fix this so we don't get confused here. Maybe I fixed it. There we go. That looks better. So looking at just the right side, I can simplify. So I have negative 3x and 12 gives me 9x plus 5. And then I'm just going to rewrite 9x minus 4 on the left. All right, now I want to get my variables together. So instead of, I have 9x and 9x, so it doesn't matter which one I move. I'm going to subtract 9x from both sides. My 9x's cancel. Negative 4 drops down. My 9x's cancel, and I have 5. Now I have negative 4 equals 5, which I know is not true and can never be true. That means when you have a statement that ends up not true, the answer is no solution. Because it doesn't matter what you plug in for x, this equation will never work. Now, I'd like you to copy down these 3 examples into your spiral notebook. Go ahead and work them through, and then come back and check your answers when you're done. So looking at the first one, hopefully you already tried this, so I'm going to move through this rather quickly. We're going to simplify on the left side first. We have 3 times 4b is 12b, and 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Then on the left, we're just going to put, on the right, negative 6 plus 12b. Now we're going to get the b's by themselves. So we have 12 on each side, so we're going to subtract 12b from both sides. Those cancel. Negative 6 drops down. Negative 6 drops down, and those cancel. We now have a true statement. Negative 6 equals negative 6. And since it's a true statement, if you remember, the answer is going to be infinite solutions. Looking at the next one, we're going to simplify on the left first, and you get 8y plus 4. Simplify on the right by multiply everything by 2, and you get 2y minus 26. You want to get the variables together, so 2 is smaller than 8, so I'm going to subtract 2y from both sides. 8 minus 2 is 6y. That drops down, and you get plus 4. Those cancel, and you get negative 26. Undo the addition by subtracting 4 from both sides, and you get 6y equals 30, or y equals 5. Again, you can plug that in to check to make sure that your answer works. And last but not least, we're going to distribute 5 times y is 5y, and 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. And 7 times 2y is 14y, and 7 times 1 is 7. Subtract 5y from both sides. Those cancel. You get negative 20. 9y plus 7. Subtract 7 from both sides. You get negative 27, watch your signs, equals positive 9y. Divide both sides by 9, and you get y equals negative 3. So let's review. If it has one solution, your answer is going to be x equals or y equals a number. If it has no solution, you're going to come up with an untrue statement. Such as 5 equals 10. We know that's not true. If it's infinite solutions, then you will come up with a true statement without variables. Such as 6 equals 6 or 0 equals 0. Well, I hope you learned 2 new answers you could possibly have. Sometimes you have a nice answer where x equals or y equals one number, and then other times your variables cancel out and you're just left with numbers, and you need to determine if it's no solution or infinite solution. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.